And thanks, Productions, baby.
Yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, hey, that's your ass, boy, you done. Move the sticks, first down, you better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Fourth down, couldn't reach it, man, you squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass, boy, you done.
You know how it is, sometimes you have to say it. You know what it is. It's the underground sports show, baby. It's your host, Filthy Rich. In the house, I got my co-host in the house. Good dog, LAD, Obi-Wan, Fancy Guru. What's up, my dog?
What's good, my G?
Hey, you know what it is. NFL. Gameday, week 13. It's getting cold outside, we're getting hot in the league, you know what I mean?
That part.
That part. It's getting real hot, man. We got a lot to talk about. Talked about a lot already this week, man. We did have 4 games already. We had our Thursday games on Thanksgiving, Turkey Day. That's what I'm calling from here on out. Turkey Day. And Turkey Day taught us a lot, man. We had some good games. We had some games that we thought wasn't going to be good, but was real good. Especially the Chiefs. The Chiefs,
yeah.
That was the Black Friday game, matter of fact. I just included that in the 4 games for the holiday. We had the Bears and the Lions, Giants and the Cowboys, Dolphins and Packers. One thing about them games, all our home teams won. And even the Chiefs on Friday, they won, but by the skin of their teeth, man, should have lost. It was a crazy game, and definitely should have lost that game, man. And one of the questions I got today is the Chiefs for real, or are they really slipping? Because they've been, after they took a loss, and they keep dealing with these bad teams. I mean, Carolina had them last week on the ropes, and they let them go. The Raiders had them on the ropes. They definitely let them go. And my question is, are the Raiders, I mean not the Raiders, but are the Chiefs really not that good, or is just these teams giving them their best shot because that's their Super Bowl? Like yesterday, that would have been the Raiders Super Bowl. We all know they suck. Coach was trying to save his job. That's why they went all out, because that's true. In Carolina, you know, their season, you know, a lot of people think it's over. Sitting at 3-8, well, that would have been their Super Bowl if they could have beat the Chiefs. You know what I mean? You paid attention to the game for that reason. So I want to know: are the Chiefs really not a good team, or is it just the rest of the league gunning that hard for a 2-time Super Bowl champs, trying to go for the 3-peat? All right. So go ahead. Yeah.
They're not for real. They just terrible. They're probably the most terriblest team right now that's got the best record. I mean, they don't do that until late in the daggone game.
Right.
The last 5 games, they barely came back. Well, referee helped though, but they still came back.
Right.
My thing is, no, they're not for real. If they were for real, they would have beat the Bills.
Anybody else out there think different, man, call into the show, 412-407-2744. We live. Call into the show, man, tell me what you think, man. I got a few more questions for y'all, too, today. Thing is, we just talking about the Carolina Panthers, right? And I want to know from our Carolina people, because there's another question I got that's going to tie into this question, too, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to go to that question first, man. Let me go skip back to college football real quick, because this is the sports show. I know we're talking NFL today, but this ties in because you got two of the top prospects that will be coming into the draft next year up for the Heisman, of course. You got Travis Hunter and Ashton Jeanty. My first question is, who do y'all think deserve the Heisman? All right? Travis Hunter and Ashton Jeanty, tell me why. Ashton Jeanty's a great running back, as we see, playing for Boise State. Got over 2,000 yards already and 27 touchdowns. And Travis Hunter is just playing both sides of the ball at an exceptional level. All right, he's not have the stats of the best receiver in college football, probably. He's not breaking any records at receiver stats, nor is he breaking any records at quarterback. But the thing is, he is playing both sides of the ball like he's in high school. And these days, high school players don't even get to play both sides of the ball. So y'all tell me, which will you tell me next? Do you think Travis Hunter deserves a Heisman after what I just said, or a guy like Ashton Jeanty who's running all over everybody that steps in front of him, man? Because his stats are pretty ridiculous.
Alright, so I'm gonna go off on the limb and say like this. I'm not gonna say Travis Hunter because of what you just said. Now, if they wanted to go off and say, all right, so we're not only are we putting in stats, we're putting in a highlight reel.
Yeah.
So if they put in a highlight reel, then oh yeah, Travis Hunter definitely got it. I mean, he's single-handedly helping the Buffaloes really, become bowl eligible this year.
Yeah.
They got a chance to win a championship. I don't think they just bowl eligible.
They bowl eligible right now. They had a little chance. They shouldn't have lost the game last week. That's what kind of messed them up. They were ranked like 17 out of 25. So it's going to be a hurt piece. They're going to need some help to get into the playoffs. I didn't hear that much. Okay?
Yeah.
But let me tell you what Le'Veon Bell said real quick. You know what I mean? Hold that thought, and then you can get back to. No. Go ahead and finish. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what Le'Veon Bell said after you go. Go ahead.
Alright, so after that performance that Travis Hunter had the other day,
he did.
Bruh, come on, 3 touchdowns, 3 catches, 165 yards,
True.
3 touchdowns.
True.
And he didn't have a pick, 2 picks in that game?
I don't know about 2 picks. I think he had an interception though. He had 1 interception.
That right there is a highlight reel, bruh.
Yeah.
It's a highlight reel.
For sure.
I mean, it's not like he's a great tackler. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You be giving him the highest man for what position does he really play? Is he a wide receiver or is he a D-back?
He's both.
They're gonna say both. But when he goes into the draft, he'll be drafted as a defensive back more than he would a wide receiver.
Do we know that though?
I am sitting back and analyzing. I honestly say they're going to use him more. They're going to put him definitely on the 13th.
Well, here's the thing. Don't you think
he will be drafted as a D-back?
All right. Well, here's the thing on that, and that's your opinion. I'm sure people will say he should play wide receiver, but nobody's doing this in the NFL. Of course, playing both sides of the ball. But don't you think it would be intriguing for a team to line him up to play both sides of the ball just for the fanfare?
They will do that. Just because he is who he is and what he has done over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, the reason he's box office is because he's playing both sides of the ball.
You're going to see, now look, they're going to draft him as a D-back, but guess what? It's not saying he ain't going to know the offense. Not saying that he's not going to line up on a snap. You might get dang on 10 snaps in the whole game on offense.
True.
And the rest of it be on defense.
Yeah, you definitely can't play like he played in college.
No, not at all. But they're definitely going to test that. They're definitely going to test that wall. Definitely. That's the reason why. That's the reason why right there. Because he's a multi-player on both sides of the ball. That would be the reason why he deserves the Heisman. It shouldn't be about his stats. It should be about his athleticism of playing both sides of the ball. And I mean, the man plays with a healthy stride. With a healthy stride. And a lot of teams will look at it like, okay, that's what I would say looking at, but where would he get drafted? He gets the Heisman.
Okay, we can get back to that. We can get back to that. And that's my next question for you, for real. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you what Le'Veon Bell said. Of course, a respected running back in the NFL. Does a lot of social media these days, speaking his opinion. And he says, if Ashton Jeanty doesn't win Heisman, I won't watch another college football game. He's the most electrifying player in college football. May not be the most popular, but the Heisman is not a popularity contest. This kid's stats are unreal, and he's the best at his position. Okay. So that's what Le'Veon Bell says. Of course, there's an automatic bias in that, right? For what reason? Yeah. He's a running back. He's a running back. So I'm pretty sure he's not going to stop watching college football because, you know, just like me and you, he thinks he's an analyst and he's watching the game so he can say what he got to say on his social media. You know what I mean? So we know you're lying about that part, but there's a little bias there. But he is an electric player. I mean, 27 touchdowns. But I mean, when you play running back, you're touching the ball every play. You can really control the game at running back, man. You know what I mean? You can really control the game. I will give Ashton Jeanty some props. He plays some pretty decent level teams. Oregon is easily the #1 team in the nation. No argument there. He had 192 yards off of 25 carries against him. That's one game I noticed that. You know, if he was to win the Heisman, you might be like, yeah, well, he proved it in that game, you know, or he proved that he should be a high draft pick because he did it against #1 Oregon. But the rest of these games, man, I mean, Oregon State's okay, but I'm going to go down the list, man. Oregon State, then you got Wyoming, San Jose State, Nevada, San Diego State, UNLV, which is ranked, though. He had 128, Hawaii. Washington State, I don't even know this school right here, man. There's a couple schools on here I don't even know. So that's kind of the knock on Jeanty, that he's not playing on the same level as Travis Hunter also. So I don't know. If it's to me, I'm giving it to Iron Man. You don't see Iron Man in football no more. You don't even see it in high school. They don't even let these kids play both sides of the ball. So to me, he's on a high school thing on a college level, and that catapults him into the league for me. There's no way around it, for real.
Right.
To me. But there's going to be somebody out there that can say that, you know, Jeanty just got the stats, and they just stats guys, and that's what they go with, and they won't run with that. You know what I mean? But I do think he's an NFL prospect, though. I'll say that. I mean, I ain't going to say, of course he's an NFL prospect. I'm talking about a high NFL prospect. They don't like to draft running backs in the low rounds anymore, or 1, 2, but they need to start again. Guys like this need to go early. They can make a difference. They can make a difference. We've already been talking about how it's a running league. It ain't a passing league this year, and it can keep. I think it's going to keep going in that direction at least for a little while. All right, but the reason I was asking about Carolina fans is. Carolina Panthers 3-8. They got a big game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. And should you want your team to fight back into this NFC South competition, or should you want them to tank and look at Travis Hunter? I mean, I don't think y'all would be looking at Ashton Jeanty because y'all got a good running back in Chuba Hubbard. But should you want to lose these games as a fan? Now, you know your players won't go out there and play hard and try to win every game. Coach got a job to save. Players got their job to save. You'll never ask players to tank, okay? I'm not saying that. But as an owner, as a fan sitting at home on your couch, looking maybe towards next year, wouldn't you want a box office guy like that, like you had in Cam Newton back in Charlotte, in the Queen City? You got Travis Hunter coming in there to play both sides of the ball, maybe, and get y'all a lot of spotlight. I'm just asking the Carolina fans out there, man. Let me know if you think that's what you want. What you think, Obi-Wan?
Alright, I feel like this right here. We do need players on defense.
Right.
I don't think Carolina will even target.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because there's a thing that comes with it. Whoever gets you their standards pretty much is gonna draft Travis Hunter.
Oh, but yeah, okay. So you think Shador Sanders is going before Travis Hunter?
No, I'm saying Travis Hunter is gonna get drafted before Shador Sanders, but Shador Sanders is gonna go late in the first round.
Okay.
So whoever the team that picks Travis Hunter, they're gonna come back and get Shador Sanders. And for real, while you bullshitting, he should be up there as a finalist as well for Heisman.
So what you said, if Carolina ended up in first, he should be in the discussion for sure. If Carolina ended up in the first pick of the draft, basically you're saying that they wouldn't be with it because they ain't going to get the combo. They don't want the combination.
No.
And nor do they really need a quarterback either.
No.
I think if Travis Hunter, first of all, I think Travis Hunter should play wide receiver full time in the NFL. Okay? And maybe like sub as a DB at nickel or dime package type deal. That's what I think Travis Hunter should do. Okay? But for the reasons of his popularity, okay, I just think he'll make more money catching the ball, catching touchdowns and going dances and stuff like that. That's just me. That's what, if I'm an agent, that's what I'm thinking about. Now, if he's personally in love with DB and that's the career he wants to take, that's cool. You know what I mean? He do what he do. Or if he wants to play both sides of the ball, that's up to the team he goes to. But Carolina doesn't really need the cornerback. They picked the corner, in the first round, 2 years ago already?
Yeah.
But you can never have enough DBs, though, can you? Especially a lockdown corner. You know what I mean? And I don't know if... Put me down with more what you think about this combination, though. I'm really interested in how you figure... Tell me what team you think is going to do this and have them together.
Alright, so... If I'm thinking correct, I'm just going to go off on a limb. I would say the Raiders.
Okay, I'm with you.
Will have both Shador Sanders and probably Shiloh and Travis Hunter and Deion Sanders probably be the coach.
They can do that.
I mean, the owner got the money. You know how he get down. He got the money, and he's taking a chance on right now. Antonio Pierce, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no wrong with Antonio Pierce as the coach, but he was just the interim coach that got hired into the spot. Okay, he only got 1 year to prove it.
Yeah, he don't got no security. He tried to get it yesterday, but they lost.
So
Friday, when they lost to the Chiefs.
I can see Deion moving to the bottom.
Right. Because right now, the Giants are the number one. They have the number one pick. They're 2-10. And of course, this could always change. And the Raiders are second with the same record at 2-10. Then you got Jacksonville third, New England fourth, and Carolina sitting at 5.
Right.
Now, Carolina's the only team there with a quarterback. Of course, the Giants just fired their quarterback, Daniel Jones, just sent him out of town. So they could be picking up that. Maybe they pick up that Shador Sanders. They could use something everywhere.
Let's see. They're probably the ones that would land somebody like Quinn Ewers.
Okay.
Don't expect for them to go out there and get a quarterback. They Giants do need a quarterback. First and foremost, wait a minute. That's would be where your boy would go, the running back that you was just talking about.
That's true too. Well, they got
They
Tracy Jr., but
didn't fill that boy up. That Tracy okay, but no. Tracy Jr. guy, he ain't like no Saquon.
okay.
So they gotta get that back. They gotta get that back right there. Once they get somebody like a Saquon back, that's good money right
So
there.
hold on. So you saying if the New York Giants end up with the number one pick, and you're the GM, you're passing up on a quarterback, And it could be Shador Sanders or something like that. You pass up on Shador Sanders and you're picking Ashton Jensen.
Yep. Running back.
Proving that it's a running league, man.
Yep.
You get that running back.
They got it. They need a running back.
Yeah, they need a quarterback too, but they need a lot. But you can get a quarterback later too. You can also get a quarterback later.
A lot of quarterbacks coming out of the league now. Look, coming out, right?
Well, yeah, you got the guy you was talking about from the Texas.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't the only one, but I'm trying to think of a couple more off the top of my head, man. Ain't nothing really, jumping off the board in my head.
Except for Shador Sanders and
you got the guy from what's his name, from Alabama, Milroe. People like him for his speed. Yeah, he's suspect. He ain't gonna get drafted high. I mean, he'll be in the conversation all off season, and then when it comes to the draft, he will be sitting on the couch. I got that vibe that people ain't gonna trust his style. He's gonna get drafted though. Don't get it twisted, but I don't know nobody's thinking that he's gonna be their franchise quarterback for the floor. So.
Yeah. He's not a franchise quarterback.
Nah, we all can see that. He's not Jalen Hurts right now. He can't even get Alabama to win. And you got all the best players with you. You know what I mean? And y'all losing games. So
speaking of Alabama, I'm hearing rumors of what's his name? The
who?
Cooper Manning. Not Cooper Manning, but his son, Arch Manning.
Oh, Arch Manning's gonna be starting next year. Yeah. What about what's later?
But I'm hearing he might transfer to Alabama.
Seriously? Where you heard that at?
I was reading on the news on some oh my God, there's a couple of sports pages on my phone.
All right, well, yeah, we'll get back to that later. But back to my main question for the Carolina Panthers. Now, your final answers is nah. We'll definitely nah. Your answer is yes. We should not tank, but if we lose. Carolina Panthers fans should be, if we lose out, Carolina Panthers fans should be okay with that because the higher the pick, we should be thinking about next year, huh?
I'm saying right now, Carolina then went and got rid of so many players, right, and received a lot of draft picks, right?
Right.
That's what Carolina is banking on. And they're late round draft picks, so that's a good thing. But Carolina right now ain't trying to tank.
No. I'm not saying they're going to tank. I'm just saying as a fan sitting at home, would you rather win a division here and lose the chance, fight back, win every game, win the division and go to the playoffs, right? And lose in the first round? Or would you rather not tank, but lose out, like you've been losing already, lose out, get a high draft pick, and get maybe a Travis Hunter in the building, if you can get the first pick of the draft?
Let me tell you something, Rick. PK, alright? So, Carolina, looking at the way their division's going, right?
Right.
They went out strong, right?
Right.
They're making it to the playoffs and win the division. But guess what? Because of their record, right?
Right.
They're still going to get a high draft pick. A high first round draft pick.
Well, they still won't be in the top 15. You win a division, though, you have to at least be 9-8. So... Yeah, you still have to be 9-8.
Yeah.
So you be picking in the top 15, maybe 16, 17 after that. And that's okay, but we just talking about Travis Hunter and Ashton Jensen right now. That's why I'm talking about picking you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, I don't think Travis Hunter will go he won't go first. Because this thing, I have never seen a D-back or wide receiver be the first pick overall in any draft in the modern era.
Nah, that ain't true.
I've seen defensive players. I've seen I've seen defensive ends or defensive tackles. I've seen mostly quarterbacks.
Well, no.
I think the Eagles, they did one. They drafted a tackle. Carolina did something like that too when they drafted Jordan Brooks. So mostly D-backs and wide receivers don't go first. I mean, how many Heisman wide receivers have we had? D-back wide receivers have we had there? He won. Old boy from Michigan. That's Howard, right?
Right.
Got hired from Michigan, right?
Right.
Did he go first? No. He didn't go first.
Right.
Randy Moss. Where did he come out? He came out of was it West Virginia? That's the state he came out of. I don't think he played for West Virginia. He played for Marshall, didn't he?
Yeah.
Right. Did he go number one?
He's from West Virginia, though.
Yeah, but he played for Marshall.
No, he didn't go number one because he played for Marshall. And they were sleeping on him.
Yeah. But how many, name a wide receiver that went first in the draft? That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
I don't know, man. Travis Hunter's box office, though, that's the difference. It's worth the money.
They already shit on him, and you heard Deion Sanders was responsible about it with the Jim Thorpe Award.
What'd he say?
He said, I give him my award.
Well,
The dude wasn't even a finalist for the Jim Thorpe Award.
Who was it?
Travis Hunter.
Yes, he is.
Last I checked, Deion Sanders said he wasn't.
Nah. Hold up.
No. Jack, who was that?
So he's a finalist for a whole bunch of awards.
It's one of them that he's not a finalist for. I think it's the Jack Campbell or one of those dang awards that he's not a finalist for. And Deion Sanders was mad about that, bro. You gotta look that shit up.
Yeah, I looked it up. I thought I saved it because I had a picture of him where he was sitting on the throne and he I know where I can find it. It shows all the teams that he's all the awards that he's a finalist for.
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yes, I know you will. Mm-hmm.
Hold up.
And on Thursday night games, while you looking that up, now we're gonna talk about them Thursday night games.
Yeah. Hold on. Real quick. Hold on. Go here. Go right here. It says Maxwell Award finalist, Walter Campbell Award finalist, Biletnikoff Award finalist, Chuck Benderrick Award finalist, Paul Hornberg Award finalist, and Lot Impact Award finalist. So, which one did you just say? You said the Jim Thorpe. He definitely ain't on there.
Right.
But also,
what's the other one? Jack Campbell? Ain't that Jack Campbell one?
Jim Thorpe. Maxwell, Walter Camp.
He's on there for another one that he's not a finalist for.
Chuck Benderrick. But they might have not picked them all yet though. Because it don't say Heisman finalists on here yet, and we know that's gonna happen.
Oh, now he's in talks with that. Now they ain't came out with that, but
that's what I'm saying. Some of them, the Thorpe should be out. You would think.
Yeah, that's one of the Deion Sanders. That vote came out, and they did not vote for him in this particular award.
That's wild, because that's like DB of the year. You know what I mean? Look, stats. It's hard to get stats sometimes at DB, man. Somebody got 7 interceptions. And you only got 3 because they ain't throwing the ball to your side because they know you're the best DB in the world. Deion Sanders didn't record like a whole lot of interceptions. He just took his opportunities when people finally threw to him. But I remember watching Deion Sanders in the pros, and they just wouldn't throw the ball that way. Quarterback wouldn't even look that way. How you going to get stats as a DB if the quarterback ain't even throwing the ball to your side? That should be a stat alone right there. So when it comes to cornerback, you can't always look at the stats. You can't do that. Now, the Jim Thorpe Award, if that's true, they might just be looking at stats. They might got some dude with 7 interceptions. It might include safeties also. You know what I mean? A safety, you can't run away from a safety. You know, you can get interceptions at safety. You know, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason they leaving him off. I gotta check that out though, because that's interesting that he would be off that award, because that's the biggest DB award right there. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's definitely gonna be up for the Heisman, along probably with Shedeur Sanders the way he played the other day too. His stats is looking good. They'll probably put him up there for the publicity because everybody know him. But I don't see Shedeur Sanders winning that either. But like you said, man, let's get to these Thursday games. And I really want to show you something about these Thursday games. And I wanted the one Thursday game, first one, Bears, Lions. Sonic and Knuckles did their thing. In the first half, of course. You seen their shoes. Did you see their shoes?
Yes. No,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was nice. Shoes was nice. And basically, the Bears did have a chance. Like I said, in the first half, the Lions were dominating, but then the Bears started coming back. Keenan Allen scored 2 touchdowns, got his helmet knocked off, showed everybody his bald head. He got a couple. They was jonesing on him about that, but I want to show everybody basically how the coach got fired. He almost saved his job, but then he lost his job all in the same drive. Okay.
Yeah.
You got the stream up.
Yeah, I do.
All right. So I mean, this is the drive right here where the Bears could have won the game. All right, and this is the drive right here that got the Bears coach fired. All right. So of course it's 23-20, a minute and 20 something left.
Yeah.
Caleb Miller makes a good play right here, bucks the DB, gets down, gets back up, 3rd and 4. They run another play here. I think this is the incomplete or something like that because it gets to 4 for 4. Yup, that's incomplete. It goes to 4 for 4, and they make a good play right here. But you know, the bad news Bears comes out and them now look. If this play goes right here, look where they at, man. They thinking about winning. 56 seconds, but there's a flag on the play. All right.
Boom.
So 23-20 still, flag on the play, comes back 4 for 4. That puts them in an ugly situation. Here we go again, right? Bears. Okay, so 4 for 14. What are they going to do? It gets ugly out here. Caleb Williams running around like we don't like. Throws the ball up, and game over. At least they thought. Nope. Flag comes out. Pass interference. Gets DJ Moore. And the Bears get lucky back in the game, right? So boom, look, he's going to save his job. He's at least going to tie up the game. 2nd and 20, 30 seconds. What you can't do, though, right here, Caleb Williams, is take that sack. All right? So Caleb Williams screws up, but if you notice, they still got a timeout. 31 seconds. Coach, if you want to save your job, call a timeout right here. The clock's running. Look at Caleb Williams panicking, trying to get everybody set. Nobody's telling him to call a timeout. He's a rookie. I don't know if he has even control of calling the timeouts on the field, or if he's not, he's not smart enough yet, but you got to call a timeout. He's panicking right now. You know what I mean? And the coach is supposed to save him. The clock is ticking. What the fuck is he doing? Coach, call a timeout. I can do that shit for free. I'm sure you getting paid at least $1 million. Fucking timeout 30 fucking seconds ago. What is you doing? Caleb Williams, now you don't got time to even throw a short pass just to get in the field goal range tied up. He tries to throw it up for the win, and they fucking lose, and he get his ass fired. What was he thinking?
I would say the truth. I wish they would have went back to that daggone pass interference call on DJ Moore was not even a pass interference.
I couldn't really, it really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad. You can't see it that well on that highlight, but it was enough, though. It was enough. But like I said, they got lucky to get back in the game, get them close back in the field goal range. The next play was what really screwed it up. He took a sack, which you can't do in that situation, but you got the timeout. So just suck it up and take the timeout. The coach tried to make him hurry up, save the timeout, but you got other ways to stop the clock, coach. You can throw the ball to the sideline. You know what I mean? You can throw a short pass and hurry up and spike the ball. And even if you got to kick a long field goal, that's okay. You're not the reason that they lost. That's how you got fired.
Right.
You got fired the next day because of that shit. You got fired on a holiday, bro. On Thanksgiving. You got fired because you kept a timeout in your fucking pocket.
That part.
He's a fucking nut, man. For real. For real, ain't no goddamn way. Like I said, I could do that shit for free. Y'all pay this man millions of dollars to do that? That's crazy. And there ain't no other coach on that staff to say, hey, coach, call a timeout. What's going on? Call a timeout, coach. Clock's ticking. The fuck? I don't know. Bears, bad news Bears. It is what it is. Lions get just as lucky as the Chiefs get over the holidays. And that was that, man. That was that. The Cowboys went ahead and beat. Got something to show y'all on that too. No, this ain't it. Did you see the Cowboys game?
Nah, bro, I was busy day on
All right, well,
off the record. Mom was in the hospital that Friday, man. So I
okay,
didn't even get a chance to really watch any games, man. Thursday,
okay, yeah,
trying to
yeah,
deal with her.
I get it. It's all good, but yeah, it wasn't much about the Cowboys. Pretty much dominated that game. I'm trying to go back right now and look at what was that score of that game. Hold up.
I do know about stats though. Now
Oh, 27-20.
that one went off, bruh.
Oh, Dow,
Yeah,
yeah, Fadley. He's a good running
100-yard
back.
game.
He's a good running
Yeah,
back.
he had a 100-yard game for the first time the whole season. I think that's what they said when I heard in the highlight reels. They're like, "Yeah, he put up a 100-yard game."
Right.
It was the first time. Okay.
Right.
Trying to throw a little something, all right.
But yeah, so the Cowboys beat the Giants 27-20, and the Giants keep their lead for the number one pick in the draft. I'm pretty sure they might be gunning for that. And I just want to show you this play in the Cowboys game because actually I just cut this dude on my fantasy squad because he wasn't doing that well, and then he makes this play right here. This is a Thanksgiving Turkey Bowl type of play right here. This is crazy. All right, you see him sneak up to the line, the outside linebacker, and I'm pause it. I'm gonna go back real quick. My fault. Watch the field goal again. But you're going to see Overshawn creep up to the line. A lot of people might have seen this play already. But Overshawn right there, linebacker, sneak up to the line of scrimmage. Read the screen, bout it in the air. And he's out. One of the craziest plays I ever seen. For real, man. That's a talent right there. That's a young boy with some speed. Playing linebacker for the Cowboys. Takes on the block. He knocks it up in the air to himself. Catches it, takes it in for 6, dog. I mean, damn.
He blew that play up, yeah.
I mean, he did the whole play by his damn self.
He did that. He blew that up, bro.
Whole play by his damn self. So, like I said, that was some Turkey Bowl shit I just had to show y'all right there, man. I don't know if y'all boys played Turkey Bowl this year. I don't really get into that. Definitely too old now. But yeah, that was Thanksgiving. Other than that, man, I ain't really got to show y'all nothing about the Packers and the Dolphins. That was other than Tua going crazy, and I should have started them. I think I did that. As soon as I start Tua, watch him fall off. But yeah, they went up there and froze.
Patrick Mahomes over Brock Purdy.
Yeah, that was a good one because he had some stats for sure. But the Dolphins, I thought they would, I thought they would go up there and get cold on offense, but they got cold on defense, man. They couldn't make a tackle, and the Packers just ran all over them. Jacobs abused them. Love did his thing also, and the Green Bay Packers dominated the Dolphins 30-17. Again, the Chiefs on Friday, 19-17, they got lucky. But let's look forward, man. We got a little bit of time left. Let's do it real quick, man. We got a couple big games we're going to get into. Of course, I know you're going to the Panthers-Bucks game. That's big in the NFC South, you know what I mean? Falcons, y'all need them to lose to the Chargers, but we really want to focus on, man, the underground game of the week, man. Of course, everybody's game of the week got to be Eagles versus Ravens at 425, man.
Boy.
I got a fantasy question for you, too. But, of course, we got the duel of the two great running backs in the league. Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry, man. It's all about which defense is going to stand up. You ask me. The Eagles clearly have the better defense. Not that the Ravens' defense is shabby, but it ain't the Eagles' defense, not on paper right now, and not the little winning streak they've been on either. So, hey, man, tell me how you think this game going down. Give me a quick prediction. And I'm gonna hit you with my fantasy question after you're done with that. Go ahead.
All right, so this is gonna be all about the RBs, the rhythm and blues,
right?
The Richard and Bryans.
Okay, I'm feeling you.
Yeah, I say my whole government.
Right. I hear you.
But it's gonna be about them running backs. It's gonna be about Say, and it's gonna be about Derrick.
Right.
And like we was talking about this last week, we already know how basically both of these teams are mirror images of each other.
Yeah.
Except for Lamar Jackson's a little bit more elusive running back than Jalen Hurts is.
Right.
But as far as the capabilities of the arm, I'm gonna have to stretch it out a little bit and say, Derrick Henry. No, I'm sorry. That Jalen Hurts got a little arm on him, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Lamar Jackson, he got on. He just slinging in there. Don't get the game twisted. But he don't have the big play receivers like Jalen Hurts got. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
His Lamar Jackson's big play receivers is more like what
Zay Flowers.
Zay Flowers, and they got Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. So
Bateman's been doing pretty good. Been doing pretty good lately, also.
yeah. So it's an up and down situation between who's gonna get the ball the most in tonight's game. If I had to say they coming out passing, look for both tight ends to go off.
Right.
Both sides.
Okay.
So you got the Jackrabbit on one side, and then you got Mark Andrews on the other.
Right.
Now I don't know if you caught that. I said Jackrabbit.
Yeah, I got you. Yep, that's what school we went to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you. That's that. I mean, all right. So what you saying, man? I mean,
my thing is this right here. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna come down whoever got the ball last.
Okay.
And whoever got the ball last with 1minute and 10 seconds left.
Tight.
That part.
So it's gonna be late in the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come down to a last minute drive, field goal game type of thing. I mean, the line is +3. I believe the Eagles are the underdogs. They're in Baltimore, and that's probably why. But +3 is a lot. You think it'd be +1 or something like that, but +3, man, you gotta. That's a big underdog for the Eagles the way they rolling, man. But I guess a lot of people believe in the Ravens, or maybe Vegas is just trying to psych you out real quick. You know what I mean? But so, I mean, you gonna give me a winner?
I'm gonna give you a winner.
Go ahead. Then I got my fantasy question for you.
I'm gonna go there with my Eagles fly.
Okay, I feel you. I'm gonna go with the Eagles too, man. I ain't gonna break it down too much more. I just think the Eagles is the better team. Baltimore's a little wish-washy. If they win today, they gonna have to play their best game today. That's what I would say. So, but my fantasy question is, of course, you got my Pittsburgh defense. I got your Eagles defense, right?
Right, sir.
Do you want to trade?
I could drop him, but I can't trade.
Well, you can't trade.
I think the trade deadline is over.
Oh, in fantasy?
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't tripping. I was fucking with you anyway. I just want to know, what would you do? What would you do? I wasn't going to do it anyway. But would you, right now, would you trade me the Pittsburgh defense for the Eagles defense? Real quick.
No.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought you would say. All right, now let me get to my question. My real question is, okay, I got a fantasy issue here, right? Of course, I got the Eagles defense. I just said that. We played the Baltimore Ravens today. That's a good offense. Do I keep them starting, or do I go with my other two options? All right, here's my other two options. I got the Seattle Seahawks. Now, I'm still not going to drop the Eagles defense. I'm not that dumb, but I'm going to think about picking up another defense in Seattle against the Jets, or they're actually in New York. But Seattle's a good defense. And then you got Tennessee, which is the number 2 defense in the league, going to Washington. They're sitting there as a free agent. What do you say?
The last couple of weeks, boy, Tennessee's defense has been stepping up.
They've been here all year.
Mentioning it, and I have been following up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out there and chose that defense last week, trying to win the money.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is this right here. You say they're going to play Washington. Washington, who at quarterback is starting to have a slump over the first year. And they still
3-game losing streak. 3-game losing streak.
Right, they still got good dominant players. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right.
But I'd say it like this right here. I get that Tennessee defense, bro. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. It's gonna most likely be a low-scoring game. And Washington might still win, but they're gonna go up.
Yeah.
I mean, your point is what's gonna differ. I mean, they might sell the hell out. Be surprised, be shocked. Beat them 14-0.
So bench my Eagles defense and put Tennessee in. That's what you're telling me to do, or is this like hypothetical what I could do?
That's a hypothetical answer.
Tell me what I should do. What would you do?
If that was me, I would start Tennessee and put Philadelphia on the bench.
Mm.
Because think about it. I did that the other night ago, right?
Right.
I put Pittsburgh on the bench and told Detroit that look what they gave me the points. Now, we'll just say Pittsburgh go to hell off, then I ain't on today or tomorrow.
But you still got enough points in your game already, so you good.
Right.
Yeah, you good.
And Pittsburgh is playing who today?
Pittsburgh's playing Cincinnati, man. Yeah, that was risky.
You know what?
Exactly.
I'm gonna start that defense. I'm gonna start Pittsburgh. Not saying Pittsburgh got a bad defense.
No, but it ain't the thing.
Cincinnati's offense is ridiculous, bro.
Just like you saying, don't start the Eagles today because that's a great defense. I mean, the Eagles is like number 3. I think they're number 1 in pass defense and like number 3 in rush or something like that. They're in the top 5 in both.
But they got some fast defensive linemen, bro. Brandon Graham ain't slow as hell.
Yeah, he's old. He still get busy. Yeah, he's old. He still get busy. And it's just that they're playing Ravens. And then you got Tennessee playing a rookie quarterback on a 4-game losing streak. I think they might snap that or a 3-game losing streak. They might snap that losing streak like you said, but it's still going to be a tight one. Tennessee still might make some plays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know how well they really do in fantasy. Hold on real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yo,
you on the underground, baby. What's up with you?
Yo, what's good, Joe?
What's good with you?
Shit, trying to figure out. All right, I got Jonathan Taylor, Najee Harris.
Hold on, wait 1 second. Let me get my man back in the room. Hold on.
Yeah.
What you said?
I said, hold up. Hey, you there, bro?
Yeah.
All right, that's my cuz in the house. Hey, go ahead. Tom, what you got?
All right, I got Jonathan Taylor,
Right.
Najee Harris, and Jordan Addison.
And
Jordan Addison.
Okay.
For the receiver.
Okay, so hold on. Go back again. You said all these dudes are starting?
No, I gotta sit one of them.
Oh, okay.
I gotta sit one of them.
Okay, go ahead.
So
repeat the players again.
Najee against Cincinnati,
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Taylor against New England, and Jordan Addison against the Cardinals.
You want to go first with?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Addison.
Start him or sit him?
Start. Jordan
Okay.
Addison.
He's asking who should he sit though?
Who should I start?
Oh, I thought you said you had to sit one of them.
Yeah. Jordan Addison, you want to definitely have him in there. If you want to pick somebody, I'll sit Najee Harris because Jalen Warren is coming up and taking up a lot of garbage time from Najee Harris. So
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm thinking. No, one of them got to start. The other 2 got to sit. So I still got either Jonathan Taylor or Jordan Addison.
So you can only start one of these dudes out of these 3.
Yeah.
Definitely not Najee. We can just throw him out the window.
Against Cincinnati?
Yeah, I mean,
against Cincinnati though.
Yeah, he could. He could definitely score a touchdown.
But he's not gonna have yards to go with it though.
But I'm just thinking Jonathan Taylor against Patriots too. That might be a good matchup.
But I don't see that happening either because they got a pretty okay defense for Linda to stop and run. So he can get yards. He might get a touchdown just as well. But he ain't gonna have yards to go with it. I'll give him like 60 yards. You know what I'm saying? But Addison on the other side, he's gonna be more of your deep threat. And so that's me. I got Jordan Addison in like 3 fantasy leagues. I'm definitely starting.
And I do believe the Cardinals and the Vikings, that's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah, they're probably gonna load the box on Jonathan Taylor because Anthony Richardson can't pass like that
at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough pick, man. You might be right. That might be Jordan Addison. He went off last week for the first time in a while, though. So he be up and down.
That was the second time he went off.
Well, I mean, in a while, though. I'm just saying, the first time in a while.
I mean, at the same time, man, I think Najee can. I don't know, man. Najee might do something.
Yeah, I feel you too, because I got Najee in my lineup too, and I'm thinking about taking him out, but I got him in there right now. But I'm just saying, you got them 3 players to pick from. That's the thing. Like that makes it hard.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the projections? What are their projection points for each one of them?
I think Najee in my league, Najee, I think he's projected for Jonathan Taylor's projected for 23 points.
Right.
Najee is projected for 18 points. And Jordan Addison is projected for 16 points.
Yeah.
Now that right there is a tight window right there. That's a tight window right there. That's a tight window. Alright, so I can see Jonathan Taylor getting his 20, you said 23 points, right?
Yeah.
And I can honestly say I can see Najee Harris getting his 16 points. But no, 18 points, I'm sorry. But Addison gonna get probably more than 20.
But I mean, he's been a letdown a lot of times.
He has. Mostly he's been a letdown. He had a good game last week though, but
last week, but he been a letdown like all season. He had like two breakout games. When he came back from injury, he balled, and last week he balled. But other than that, he's been.
And Najee Harris ain't been that great, but he's been consistent though.
Consistent, that's what I'm saying. And I don't want to sit him.
Yeah.
And then he happened to
and that's
break a couple runs. You know what I mean? I'd rather go with a running back because they can pass and
exactly. And that's what I did. That's what I did with DeAndre Swift on Thanksgiving. I took him out because I'm thinking they're playing the Lions. And what he did is he didn't go crazy, but he got his points though. You know what I mean? So
he didn't give me those points. So he got like,
it depends on what type of league you is. But what I'm saying, he's got his consistent. He got consistent.
He only had like 65 yards.
I mean, and he had receptions though. In some leagues, I play a PPR.
He gave one out.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about people that have been staying consistent though. You know what I mean? If I would have put him in, he did better than another running back I had that I swapped him out for. I should have left him in. I mean, sometimes you just want a decent amount of points. You just don't want no zero out of somebody. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So, I mean, in my league, 40 points, we play in the same league. 40 points ain't a great day, but you'll take it, right?
Okay. Oh, no, in my league, 40 points is different.
It's different. That's what I'm saying. That's different. That's why I'm saying in our league over here, every league is different. However the commissioner set it up and however you run your points, you know what I mean? That's how that is. But in our league, 40 points ain't really shit, but you'll take it. Like in some leagues, 40 points equal up to about like 10 points. In a lot of other leagues, you know, but in our leagues we get a lot of stats that other teams, other leagues don't get. But yeah, what you think about? We was about to get into that Steeler game before we get out of here, real quick. What you think about that?
Say that again. You was breaking up. What you said?
We was about to get into that Steeler game right before you called because we was talking about fantasy. But I was about to bleed into that Steeler game, and since you called, what you think about today?
Steelers against Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals at the crib. It's cold outside.
If they can get some pressure on Burrow,
right?
Rattle him, and hopefully Jamar Chase doesn't go crazy. They just got to get pressure on Burrow, I think. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think the defense need to come. Yeah, the defense need to play like they're supposed to play. Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean? We've been slipping big time. We've been getting turnovers, but we ain't really been shutting shit down. You know what I mean? Offense got to do something too.
Yeah, the offense got to help. No lie. Hey, you the perfect person to ask this question to. I've been asking the question all week. Didn't really get to it today though. But do we got a quarterback controversy in the bird?
I mean, they're both playing. I mean, Russell Wilson plays good when he's supposed to. You know what I mean? But at the same time, his production is like that much better than Justin Fields.
Right.
You know what I mean? So is Russ the answer? I don't know.
Got problems in the red zone right now.
Yeah.
So you still no controversy though? There ain't a problem in Pittsburgh in week 13?
Like you mean that maybe they should go back to Fields?
Yeah, is that what Mike Tomlin's thinking by injecting him in the game here and there? Because I mean, for real, if Russell Wilson loses this game today, he'll be 4-2 just like Justin Fields, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, right there, you even, you know what I mean? Who gives you the best opportunity to win, though, man? I think
it's pretty even, you know what I mean? Because it's like, okay, Russell Wilson, he'll get his ass sacked. Like, he's not, giving like too much. You know what I mean? Justin Fields might slide off.
Right.
But at the same time, Justin Fields might not be as accurate as a passer. But at the same time, Russ be throwing shit in the dirt too. Like he's not. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think either way they go, they still be
a decent team.
pretty much in the same position.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree.
Neither one who's putting the points up. So you know what I mean? It's apples and fucking oranges.
But I mean, we've scored 30 with both quarterbacks though.
One time.
Yeah, they still even. You're right.
Or if we score 30, the other team is scoring. You know what I mean? Like right with us. So
yeah.
It's not like a big production difference with either one of them. You know what I mean? So controversy, I don't know. I think neither one of them might not be the answer.
Okay.
If we ain't putting no touchdowns on the board, I guess neither one of them is the answer, really.
True story. We shall see, man. You got to make the playoffs. See who make a shake in the playoffs. That's going to be the answer at the end of the day. But for real, the facts are that Mike Tomlin is putting your boy in the game for a reason.
Fields?
Yeah. He's putting him in the game in certain positions because he's telling Russell Wilson, you ain't doing this well, so let him do it. Well, what else is he telling you? You play quarterback, well, how would you be feeling?
I mean, you got to get in there and get that rhythm, too. All that putting in for a play here and there. You know, me?
No, what I'm saying, if you was Russell Wilson, how would you be feeling? If he's putting him on third and short.
I would definitely feel like, you know what I mean, my position, I mean, I'm not getting the job done.
Yeah.
Bring another person in.
It's going to start sinking in your head.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's the greatest coaching move for Mike Tomlin to be doing that. You know what I mean?
Probably not.
He really don't owe none of these dudes nothing. So, I mean, it ain't like that. But if you try to get the offense rolling, why are we doing that? I just don't see it as a good thing. I think we need to go with Russ. Not bench Najee, but I think Jalen Warren deserves more snaps and open it up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shotgun first play type shit and let Russ cook, man. You know what I mean? If we're going to cook, just let him cook. And get Jalen Warren in there and spread it out a little bit more. Stop running every first down.
When Jalen Warren plays good, Najee got a little bit of fire under his ass. You know what I mean? So,
yep.
You know, I'm cool with swapping them out. I mean, letting them, whoever got the hot hand or alternating backs, but that quarterback thing, no, they need to figure out who they're going to go with, man.
Figure it out.
You know, get some points done, man. It's looking like Matt Canada, like I was saying, man. Like Matt Canada out here.
Yeah, a little bit. It's looking bad, but we can if we can beat a high scoring team today like the Bengals, we're gonna get our confidence back. That's all I'm gonna say. But if we lose to this team, we're gonna lose all the confidence. I think this is the big game of the year. This is the turning point of the year right here, man. You know, a division rival at their place. We know what we need to do. We know what we need to improve on. Can we do it or can we not? You know what I mean? That's going to be the breaking point right there. Either we're going to be looking uphill after this game and going into the playoffs and the big teams we got to play like the Eagles and the Chiefs, or we're going to be looking downhill, man. That's all I can say, man. Hey, look, Tom, anything else you got to say before we get out of here?
Your phone was breaking up. Y'all meet you later.
All right, no doubt. There you go. You still there? Yeah, you still there, right? Could you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you, but you was breaking up, though.
Yeah, it sounded like he had a lot of noise in his background, too. That might have been messing us up all the way around. But, anyway, I was saying, which I'm sure they heard on the live stream, that I just think the Steelers need to win this game. This is the backbreaker right here. You know what I mean? We lose this game, we're going to be looking downhill from here on out. We still got to play the Eagles and the Chiefs. If we win this game, we'll be looking uphill. We'll be confident because I believe the Bengals are going to score some points, at least 20. We got to beat that. Plain and simple. We'll feel good about ourselves even if we score 24 points today and play some good defense, get a couple turnovers, and shut down the run. All right, hey, any last words before we get out of here, man? We got about 10 minutes, too. Time to fix that fantasy. Put that all together. Time to put a couple bets in, man. Time to take care of Moms, make sure she cool before you get on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Any last words?
Yo,
we really didn't go over a lot of the games, man. We skipped a lot of games, but I just had a lot of questions for people, man. See if I can get a couple callers or not.
We can do a little bit. We can do a recap tonight.
Yeah, we definitely do a recap.
Everybody pretty knows the matchups that's going down.
Yeah, we went over it Thursday anyway. You know what I mean? We went over that Thursday morning.
Right.
And everybody know.
My thing is right now, I'm trying to look for that fantasy matchup, that fantasy lineup. That fantasy lineup of a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex, and a defensive player.
Right.
I wish that whoever is listening would give me some input on who should I select for each one of those positions. I mean, it's a $20 bet, so I'm trying to win. See if I can win. Dang, like I said, $20,000.
Right.
And it, like I didn't try so many different lineups. I even tried Bryce Young.
Well, back up, man. You gotta back up first, though. You gotta explain what you need, what game you playing. You gotta tell me what.
I'm playing all of them.
Yeah,
it's a whole lineup.
So you gotta tell people that, or they can't help you unless you say what you need.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got the whole. What does the whole lineup mean?
All right, this is going after the whole lineup. All right, so I'm gonna tell you right now.
The whole lineup of games.
Every day, all the games from 1 and 4 o'clock.
So you can just pick a true fantasy team.
Yep, I can pick up a whole fantasy team out of the games that's played today at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
Right.
Not 8 o'clock and not Monday night.
All right. So slow down, back it all the way up to the beginning. Which site you on?
All right, so I'm on Yahoo Fantasy.
Okay, you're doing on Yahoo Fantasy Draft, and what do? You pick your team, and what you do, you get a certain cash value, right?
Yep.
So how much cash you start out with?
All right, so you get $200 budget, right?
Okay, you got $200 budget. Now, out of that $200 budget, different players cost different amounts, right?
Correct.
All right, I'm doing this so everybody understands what you're looking for, what you need help with. All right.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, the top 3 highest players for the $200 budget.
Right.
It's Jamar Chase at $42.
Right.
And then Saquon Barkley at $40. And then Nico Collins is at $39. Now, for each individual player, it's telling me I only have $22 to spend roughly between all the players that I want to get.
Hold on, say that one more time.
I got $200 budget, right?
No, I got that.
Telling me out of 9 players,
right? It's
showing me that I have a budget of $22 per play.
That's from the very beginning.
Yeah. Now, me picking any player.
That's low. So if you pick Jamar Chase, that budget's gonna go way down.
Way down. That means I'm gonna have to pick like $10 players, which they got a lot of $10 players, but I'm gonna have to find that $10 player,
right? And
save and bring back some of the money because you got quarterbacks. You got quarterbacks out there. Hold on. Let me go back to it. You got quarterbacks out there like Lamar Jackson is 38,
right?
Jalen Hurts 37, Joe Burrow is 35. Then you got Jaden Daniels is fucking 32.
Yeah, you gotta get down there in that budget though, bro. What about Joe Burrow? What are you looking like? I'm looking at the games. What Joe Burrow looking like? No.
Okay, so Joe Burrow is right now. Joe Burrow is third on that list. You got Lamar Jackson. I just said him. He's
what about like a Bo Nix?
Bo Nix.
I got a vibe that Bo Nix might go off today. Against the Cleveland Browns.
What time does he play?
He play at 8:15 tonight.
No,
that's
it's only 1 o'clock. It's only 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
Okay, that's why he ain't in there then. All right. Well, what about? I don't know. What you think about like a Kyler Murray or Bryce Young?
All right, so you got. I swear, I had just put Bryce Young in there. Bryce Young is a healthy $20.
Okay, so
Andy Dalton is ahead of him at $20, and he's not even starting.
All right, one more though. What about Geno? What is Geno Smith?
Geno Smith, I just seen him. Geno Smith is pretty up there.
Oh, okay.
He is above Russell Wilson at $25, and Russell Wilson is $24.
Anthony Richardson.
Anthony Richardson, surprisingly, is right in between the both of them at $25.
That ain't bad.
Nah.
You might want to fuck with that, or you might want to fuck with how much is Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins, all right. You go back to Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins is right after Russell Wilson at 24.
See? So I'm thinking right now, just get the quarterback thing open. Well, you got Anthony Richardson and, Kirk Cousins, who I think could ball today. The reason I think Anthony Richardson is going to ball because he's going to run around. It's the Patriots. He'll throw the ball, sling it around. He's going to score touchdowns on the ground or in the air, all right?
But then you got the Falcons at home against the Chargers. That's going to be a back and forth game. And I just think, Kirk Cousins got a chance to throw for some big yards because that's what he do. You know what I mean? Kirk Cousins is still one of them old school quarterbacks that going to throw for 400 yards. You know what I mean? 350 and 2 touchdowns. And it's going to be a shootout because the Chargers going to score too. So, yeah. Chargers defense is good, but Kirk Cousins still knows how to move the ball even if they lose. So, for 2 cheap quarterbacks, there you go right there, bro.
Who? You said Geno Smith and who?
No, I said Anthony Richardson and Kirk Cousins.
And Kirk Cousins. All right.
Yeah,
So they both 24. They both 24.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you something about them Chargers, bro. And this right here is gonna exclude.
Man, go on with your fantasy team. We can do that later. Keep going fantasy because I'm about to get up off of here. I'm listening.
I me too. All right, so if what you just said, I would go with Anthony Richardson over Kirk Cousins.
No, I mean that's up to you. It's your fantasy. You ask me for help. I'm just telling you the low budget help.
But to tell you the truth, who I really wouldn't mind having though, who has been decent his last couple of starts,
right?
I'm gonna go with Bryce Young because he's a healthy $20.
So do it.
That's
I already mentioned him too. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the games and that's one person. Is that him? Kirk Cousins, Anthony Richardson. I mean, I just like the way Anthony Richardson can run around and get yards with his feet. I just think he's a fantasy type of quarterback, period. Not that he's going to win every game, but if you want to have, fantasy points, those are the type of guys that you want. You know what I mean? So, but it ain't worth the extra 5 points because you need to save a lot of money. If you're going to get one of them top guys, I don't know if you can get one of them top dudes. You got to go under budget a lot to build that budget, that average up. You know what I mean? So you need to start picking dudes first down in the 10s and the 15s so you can bring that average up so you can get players with a 42 or something like that. Because that's the only way to do it.
All right.
But
yeah.
But look, man,
Yeah, go ahead.
No. We'll get into one of them segments next time, man. But you got to give him more time than that. There ain't enough time for that. That's too long. You need to break it down. We'll talk about it.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Look here. You taking that trip down to Charlotte, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Look, be safe on the trip.
I definitely
You know
will.
what I'm saying? Tell everybody
I'm riding them because I sort of have to stay with them.
Yeah, man. It's a wrap for the day. You need them Steelers to win this game. It's a backbreaker. Carolina, same thing, man. Go ahead and go get that division. You know what I mean? In real life, at least. Unless y'all want that first pick of the draft. You know what I mean? Hey, it's the Underground Sports, baby. We out, man. See y'all for the recap. You know what it is.
Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. Hey, that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground. It's the underground. Yeah, it's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. Hey, that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, 4th down, couldn't reach it, man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music, flip a coin, still lost. Pay the cost to beat the boss, turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. 4th down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground, it's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground, it's the underground, yeah, it's the underground, it's the underground. You better pass, you better run.